Hi, my name is Right Reverend Christy Carrico, and I'm here today to tell you about Wellness Alchemy Healing. I have two goals for this video. One is to tell you a little bit about myself so you understand where I'm coming from and who I am. And the other, of course, is to tell you about Wellness Alchemy Healing. I've been a psychic and a healer and a clairvoyant for well over 35 years. I spent over 30 years in Northern California teaching, healing, and reading at the Berkeley Psychic Institute. And indeed, I was in charge of their clairvoyant program for much of that. And I probably have taught over 2,000 people how to read aura in that time. And I'm also a bishop in the Church of Divine Man that sponsors the Berkeley Psychic Institute. And in those 30-some years, I had a blast. I met a lot of interesting people. I had a really great time. I learned just invaluable things. But about the time I was 50, I started to develop some physical problems. And probably the biggest of which was a detached retina. And I began to start to look at how did I want to spend the rest of my life. And I realized that I was programmed to be like the rest of my family, which is basically to begin to go downhill, to have, different aches and pains and illnesses and things happen. And I realized that I just was not going to go that route. So I really began to concentrate on healing the physical body and what does it mean to heal the physical body as a psychic. And so this really led me to change my life. My husband and I bought an organic coffee farm here in Hawaii, and we packed up our bags and I retired as a bishop and a teacher, and we moved over here to Hawaii. We learned about organic farming. And along with that, I began to study and really increase my knowledge tremendously of how to heal the physical body. One of the things that I discovered that I've just found to be very important in sort of the foundation of how I do wellness alchemy and how I train people to do wellness alchemy, and that is that all of us as spirit, or at least most of us as spirit, we're part of the vibration on this planet that created these bodies. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell what I think it means is that each of us in our spiritual DNA has all the information about how this body was created, how it works, how it heals itself, and somehow over time we've all kind of lost touch with that part of ourselves. And in addition, we've learned to not only not trust our own intuition and our own knowledge, but to give our seniority to people who are professionals who hold the knowledge that we are not supposed to have. Now, professional people are great. None of us heals ourselves in a vacuum. But uncovering this level of where we really are very, very smart, very intuitive, and very knowledgeable about our bodies is the part that's really exciting. Along with this, I've also learned that when you're working psychically on healing the body, really all disease is blockage. Now, this blockage can be kind of two things. It can be pure energy thing, let's say an invasion from a unfriendly spirit or a negative energy that impacts us. If you're not too familiar with this, it's very similar to just when you're around people with who are real downers. After a while, your energy drops, and when your energy drops, your wellness drops. But the other part to this concept of disease as blockage is that there are a whole slew of things that we look at on an energetic level that affect the body. Microbes, bacteria, unfriendly bacteria, viruses, funguses, mold, And as I'm sure many of you are aware, since World War II, there are many thousands of chemicals that have been introduced into our environment, our food, our water, our earth, our houses. And many of these, if not most of them, act as poisons to the body. That is what I see energetically and clairvoyantly. So in Wellness Alchemy, one of the really miraculous parts of this healing modality is that you can actually see that microbe or that toxin, identify the signature vibration of that thing, and move it out of the body. And the ability of spirit to affect the physical body is actually tremendous. So that's kind of a basis of Wellness Alchemy. When we work with people who are sick, basically we clairvoyantly read the energy of the body, the systems in the body, the organs of the body, and we do these healing directives, these healing prayers, where we can rebalance the body and clear all the blockages. And when you do that, then each person, their own self-healing energy turns on, and boom, you have some healing miracles. I would like to now read to you the creed of Wellness Alchemy, the Wellness Alchemy Creed, because I think it's a good foundation, describes well what we're doing. The Wellness Alchemy Creed. We believe that each of us had a part in the creation of our body. That available to each of us as spirit is the intuitive knowledge to heal our body when we open that door. We believe that disease and physical challenges are a pathway to learn and to grow as spirit, and that fear and ignorance need not keep us from the blessings we find as we heal ourselves. As Jesus said, "What I have done, you can do also." As immortal souls, we are all a part of the Supreme Being, and that is a part of us we remember when we create healing miracles. I want to thank you all for watching my video. I have a little disclaimer to read here at the end. Wellness Alchemy is a form of healing prayer. These are prayers only. I'm not a medical doctor and I do not promise cures. Please see a medical professional whenever necessary. Wellness Alchemy uses no hands-on component. So thank you again. I wish you all a happy and well day, and goodbye.